Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Chikui sent us a psi crane. We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby. Not good. Looks like the crash disturbed monsters in the area. We need to get there, fast. There. That must be who Miss Chikui asked us to save.
Get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from...
Don't worry, Miss Chingy. We've been in worse danger.
Time for a buzz. Nap time. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Time for a buzz. This is double speed. Nap time. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The cloud...
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Chingy. We're not abandoning you.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand! Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Tingni! We're coming to get you!
Time for a fun.
Land forward!
Time for a fun. Who's next? Nap time. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Land forward!
Time for a fun. This is double speed. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. That's better. Who's next? Time for a fun. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Nap time.
Land forward!
This is double speed.
I didn't know the Helm Master.
Indeed. I should be reviewing. Qingni, have you
Thank you, benefactor.
No need, Miss Qingni.
You flatter me. It was because of both of you that Qingni is, in fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself.
You always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out it was a dire situation. I was the only one who could.
You promised me, Qingni. Please excuse us.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her. You have a unique, but you're not wrong. Appearances, Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over it, but there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qingni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself... Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not... No, but all right. Let's head...
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Why won't you listen to me?
You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Lafu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What did you at any moment think about what I would? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you in the Skyfaring. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius like you, but no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go
behind my back. Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my as for genius? Don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? I don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not.
Qingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your...
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, but when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my...
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you will head off now. The commission must be busy.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang.
You too, please, wait. Thank you for saving me, benefactors. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's but I've had the hairpin ceremony.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. Becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself
My mom is actually a reasonable person. She... Speaking... I've been so angry today, I forgot. How about this? We're here. The thing about the... I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here, mung bean soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, Is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Bearable? Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down a mung bean soda like that. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Ooh,
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try...
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is...
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss...
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, if the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they... That's right. Mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the cloud. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barisan anti-aircraft fire. Like an arrow. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't... I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say... I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madame Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might...
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to bother you?
Indeed.
You're too kind, benefactors. I'll treat you to some... The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Qingni?
Let me think. It should be...
This is your area of expertise. Your powers of perception are impressive, that's all.
Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
A Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud Knights. Well, this is too big for a trinket.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that's known the sky live in a cage? Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but is this? This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpit.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head...
Not yet. I want to go back later.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
No, you misunderstand. I just want to know what turned an ace pilot. Someone who loved to fly. My mom clearly misses her flying days. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't...
I think we should try General Jing Yuan first. He's been busy at the seat of...
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure?
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why we can't help you too directly, and... Yes, leave it to us.
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
Mr. Yang, and you?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helmmaster Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a Starskiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble. The seat of divine foresight heard that Yukong seldom seen, but
We heard that Helmmaster Yukong...
Yukong herself is best placed. But naturally, you are, if you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity. Did Qingni tell you any of them? If I were to turn back the Yukong of the past, she was... Yes. Large, the legend of the ace fighter pilot, both at the control. It's hard to imagine such contrast. Oh. Which road? I should head there myself.
She's kidding. This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong.
This object is no ordinary. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou. 30 years ago, we were greatly outnumbered by had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed. Such divine objects were forged from the Yukong as a survivor of that war.
I don't have any other questions.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind. However, perhaps it is not my place to say.
Thank you, General. We apologize.
Mr. Yang, you jest.
Let's go. We should head to...
You're here. My... Probably because of...
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. Really? I think it's silly. Anyway, did you find anything out from General G?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my... In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed.
Indeed. That's probably why Yukong was...
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend.
I can't guarantee that's what she...
You're right, Mr. Yang. I remember watching her handle a document with great...
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Qingni?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission.
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look.
Of course. You're right. Sorry. We can use this one. Okay. It should be here. Let's see.
Miss Qingni, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother...
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's...
No, I still think...
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes on life as a pilot. I understand. I can tell Miss... Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds...
is the meaning of this? What do you have in your hands? How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter.
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. Let us explain.
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you.
I understand, Mr. Yang Min. But now, I want to know what happened. How she went from ace pilot to helm master.
I've been here for a long time, Qingmi. If there's some... Miss Tsai, I remember her. She was an ace. Her husband, Mr. Guan Yuan. But when it came to pilot, it was... Tsai's death was a big... Nonsense. As a Xianzhu in the end.
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions? Thanks for telling us all this.
You're welcome. I suppose you're going to go through, madam. I can understand your position. Please don't tell your mother that you...
Got it.
Hurry, madam.
My mom keeps lots of... That's the selling point of this deck. There are hidden compartments on the left. There's some exhibit every time our pilots return, but what we're looking for, there are hidden... Got it. This... So, I suppose I've all... Don't let that child... Is this why Mom... For a pilot, the most Mom didn't man. I never thought. I feel a lot closer. Yes.
You're all done? I see. We're here to...
When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should... Mom?
Qingni.
Miss Qingni...
Thank you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late.
Actually, I want to talk to you. I want to become a fighter pilot.
We've talked about this many...
Seems like Miss...
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't. Is that... So I understand now. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness.
Mom, what are you...
Just like you. To float like a Sai was like that too. We soon became the most... You never knew of the... But those are my best... System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borison fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity.
Oh, shut it.
Of course I meant... Say, Sai.
But... Given, I guess I already...
Mind is mistake. It was... Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? Rest, Sai. When I climbed out of the burning carcass, it was the most beautiful in my dream.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring...
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fear... You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. But do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes, The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all of... If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary...
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. I brazenly interfered with your choices.
Mom, you don't need to apologize.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did.
Huh? Really?
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps, and more afraid of you taking after Tsai.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you.
I'm afraid I can't.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Take caution. Some people may try to blend in and infiltrate the Palace of Astrum.
Wanna spar?